Okay, my friends. So we have one of my besties, partners in crime, Lynette today. Bickley, going to join us, and she's going to share with you. Lynette, if you do not know this, actually won the company's Miss Go Gift. She wasn't just nominated; she won that year. We love Mary Kay. We love Lynette. She is the what she's connected to everybody. If you need anything ever, Lynette probably knows a person. We're so excited for the new year. We're going to keep going all year. I know everybody was asking. I am going to continue the Lunch and Learns this year. We are sorry, you're going to hear the music in the background. We can't even stop that. Get a little something extra today. But we'll have the recording. Don't worry, I post it by Monday. If you're new to the group, just know you can go to our Lunch and Learn Facebook page and you can find stuff there. And or if you're not on social media or you have friends you're sending this to, probably where you heard about this is where you'll see the recording too. But it's just my name, Jennifer Enlow. Oh, good. I'm glad you can't. That's not bothering you. Oh, good. That makes me. I know Fargo's pizza is so fun. So we'll do this all year, by popular demand. So if you know anybody that you want to nominate, you can privately message me if you want, because sometimes I don't know people in other divisions. And that's what I love about this. It's just a safe place for us all to come midweek and get inspired and fired up again. It's awesome. So without further ado, I'm going to mute and I'm going to let Lynette, so then I can turn mine off and go back over with my girlfriends over there. See, they're all over there. So I'm going to go back over with my friends while Lynette takes over. And I just want to welcome everybody. If you're new, connect with us. My YouTube is just my name, but I love having you all. Thank you all for making this so successful. And I'm so grateful that we get to all be together. All right, Miss Lynette, I'm going to let you take over, friend.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Okay, I think I forgot my earbuds, so tell me or give me thumbs up or tell the girls, they can tell me if you can hear me okay. And how is it the sound? Because like I said, we have all kinds of crazy going on here. And I don't have the newest iPhone 16 yet, of course, but I did try to do a live and a little tour when, oh good, no background noise. Thank you, Debbie. My seminar roomie, my bestie, Mary Kay bestie. Hey, so Jenny's right. We go way back, in fact, to Kansas. In fact, with the Carrie Buskirk area, I'm from the Helene Reiners area that started the Warm Fuzzies with Mary Kay. Have you seen those in the museum? Next time we go back to Dallas and you go to the museum, you'll have to check out the Warm Fuzzies. That's the area that I'm from. And Gail Gaston was Gail Carmichael. Well, anyway, I'm going to make you dizzy here looking around, but can you see these beautiful chandeliers? And there's a salad bar and the front, and there's beautiful stained glass. There we go. Jenny just muted me. Jenny is also, like I said, from Kansas, and there's some wonderful Kansas things. And this is partly Wild West here and old New World Italian. So there's a whole story that goes with it. So I posted the website so you can look it up. And then I also have some documents I'm going to share after we talk too. So my talk today is, again, today about Go Give. So funny she would mention that, but I'm Lynette Bickley, Senior Director from Colorado Springs, Colorado. I've been married for now, oh gosh, I think we're in 8898. So 25, 26, are we going on 26, 27? Anyway, and I started my Mary Kay in high school. I actually started my Mary Kay as a senior in high school, and I ordered my first kit with my mom's information. Now she knew it, so I wasn't committing any identity theft, but I didn't turn 18 until the end of my senior year. And I wanted to be able to work it as a business. And I'm sure my older sister, one of my older sisters who recruited me, was also trying to work on some challenge or wanted to work on her red jacket or something. Who knows? I didn't even know what that was. I'm a senior in high school. And so we got started that way. And they even went to the bank, and mom had me come to the school and sign like a withdrawal slip for my bank account so that they could get the money to put together the qualified order. And remember, it was the order forms that you had to fold out and in, and you had to use your calculator and your pencil and your eraser. Isn't it a good thing that Mary Kay makes amazing products and I've used them since junior high? Because now I'm dating myself, right? So anyway, the part of that, we lived out in Hays, Kansas. Then after I moved from the farm from Goodland, I did have repaired a lot of skin damage from my skin from growing up on the farm. It's amazing. So use everything. Have your people use everything because it makes a huge difference. And then I went from the working on the farm to going to college. We were first generation college students in our family. So we have parents actually that didn't even get to graduate high school. My dad was a farm kid and he went to about 8th grade, and my mom, they met then and ended up, getting married and stuff. And she stayed, with her class, but she was married and had a kiddo. And so, it's the whole generation thing. So I want to talk a little bit about that today. I want to talk about Go Give, the golden rule, and generations. And then do any of you have any Mary Kay stories? Do any of you have personal stories that you met Mary Kay? I did ask one of my friends to get on, and she wasn't able to today. She's getting ready for company. But people that have met Mary Kay or had any interaction with Mary Kay? Well, we're going to allow just a little bit of time here shortly that you can jump on and share your Mary Kay story, because we're at the beginning of our Mary Kay year. So first of all, I know that we kind of had an MKNA, like a Zoom the other day, and Sapphire's got the wrong info. So a lot of Sapphires weren't able to get on. And that was after the memo came out and said that we were not having a call, right? So we know that the information that we get sometimes from Dallas is, sometimes it's the right information and sometimes it's not. And you know what? We just have to keep on going. And that's the same with the makeover contest. What are we going to do about the makeover contest? Okay, there's 6 looks. And then the other day, the makeover contest, it was only letting you put in the foundation colors, not the looks when it started. There wasn't an e-card. So it's a team effort. All of us, we have to help out each other, ourselves, and also sometimes corporate, right? So also I know you guys are starting to travel to Charlotte. If you're not, sign up for the virtual, get your people signed up. You still have today and tomorrow to sign up for virtual, and it does autoplay. It will replay, I think through August. And so it's the general viewing. So make sure, no classes, but make sure you get signed up for the virtual if you're not able to go. And this, I think, is going to be the one and only time it's in Charlotte. So maybe try to come and, on-site register or something too. So anyway, but with Go Give, I was out in Kansas. We'll start with Kansas again. I was out in Kansas. I built my business around the Hays, Kansas area and all over. Wichita, Manhattan, Western Kansas, all over. Thank goodness we don't have territories. Put tons of miles on the Mary Kay cars and the pink Cadillacs. I would get stopped all the time in the pink Caddy mostly, but because out there you can see everything. It's flat and open, and the hypos just kind of also wanted to know what this pink Cadillac was out doing. What are you doing? When I moved to Colorado Springs, they hadn't seen one out, I guess, in Falcon at the time, and they stopped me there because he just wanted to see what was up with the pink Cadillac. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got things to do. Don't stop me, please. So it does definitely gain notoriety. But the exciting thing is we were out on the plains working with people, and then moved up to Colorado Springs with my husband, and he's with USA Wrestling. And in fact, he's over in Budapest right now for a ranking event for Worlds and for wrestling and getting ready for World Championships. They just had, of course, the Olympics in Paris. So now, they're in a quad looking towards LA, and next it's Winter Olympics. Even though winter time is usually when people wrestle, men and women, the teams and whatnot, for school, summer is when their biggest season is, and so they're in the Summer Olympics. So anyway, we have been among very, very high elite athletes, high-minded thinking people. In fact, this last week we got to be with some NFL coaches, Tony Dungy, the Patriots coach for offensive line, and then the North Carolina Panthers coach. And it was very faith-filled. It was, they were with their chaplain at the time. And so we talked about thinking higher, God and faith-filled things, integrity, and just like Go Give and the Golden Rule. So yes, I love this. Keep putting in the chat where you've been, Miss Go Give, where you've been, or with your unit, with the company. And we also have one of our Miss Go Gives here today with our group, and that's Miss Jody. Jody's one of our Go Gives today. So we're excited about that. Congratulations, Jody Collins. And so we'll be cheering her on for this next year. So I went to that seminar, and I had no idea what I was going to be able to say at seminar. I did not know. And right before, I had gone to church, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm going to say, just in case they call my name, what am I going to say? Well, that day at church, it was about the verse in Philippians about whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is love. A lot of times you hear that at weddings, but whatever, and I said whatever a lot just to get over things, whatever, but not in a sassy way, or not in a I don't care way, but just a moving on, let go. And so whatever became my theme. And so I used that verse, whatever. And so those are the things that we want to focus on as well. And I'll see if I can find my talk, my acceptance. I have it. Julia Wilson sent it to me on like a drive, and I have it. So I can see if I can upload it or find the file that somebody recorded when we were there. So anyway, we got ready for that. I was just thinking about it. We got ready. I didn't take any paper with me or anything. We're backstage getting to meet all the other Miss Go Gives. And one of them actually was also from Colorado, Victoria Hazen. I had Robin in there with me, Cartmill. I had, oh my gosh, some great gals. Probably some of you on here now. We need to do a little reunion, and I'll do a lunch and learn reunion too. Keep putting your reco in here. I love all the reco in here. We want to know what you guys are going to earn and win. And look at all our Go Gives. See, you're in the right place at the right time. And so then we get out on stage, and I'm just enjoying it. I'm waving to my friends. I'm, checking everything out. Yay. Had gotten a dress right before. And all of a sudden, Ryan Rogers is introducing everybody. And that's when, before he was president and taken over. And all of a sudden, it's time to announce it. And Ryan Rogers says my name. And everything just stops. It's like the movies when you are like, everything goes silent almost, but there's sound. And you're just like, in a second of like, you can't even believe it, but it's like good. It's for good. And so then Dayvan shows up. Dayvan Mal had been chosen, or she asked to meet me on stage with Julia Wilson. And so it was just the most amazing thing. And so I'm so grateful for all of you that helped with that and put in kind words. I never got to see what anybody said except for just the little blurbs and what, they said then on stage. So thank you. And I wish all of you good luck and congratulations with Miss Go Give. Now, the history of that, and I think most of you know, but one of Susie Vickers, one of Mary Kay's beloved directors, we all are her daughters, but just a very, very good friend of Mary Kay, Susie Vickers, was taken from us. And Mary Kay was wanting to make an award for her. And so that's what she did. And so it's a Susie Vickers Go Give Award. And I'm so honored and so blessed to be in this type of honor with everyone. Well, then the golden rule, too, golden rule service, golden rule, it all plays a part, right? And I think I just had someone in the chat say, make sure you're nominating people. And so Jenny wanted me to touch on that. And so today or this week, or put it on your list for after seminar or while you're at seminar, I don't know. but nominate a Miss Go Give. Okay. So if you can think of someone, I know it got kind of crazy, you know, during pandemic and post-pandemic, trying to get everything back in order again. But let's be sure that we're paying attention and we're nominating a Miss Go Give. I have not done it for a while, so it's time for me to do that again. So it's a good reminder for me, but let's put that on our priority list, and please remind your director sisters and ask some of the consultants that are going places now and that they come, you know, they're interacting with people. So I'm going to not hang over this little spot. I'm going to move spots here. And so then also the golden rule. Did you know that you can, when you talk to people in Mary Kay, or you can do the contact us, that under the under contact us, there's a golden rule service. Did you know that when, after you talk to someone at corporate in person or on the phone, I just did a golden rule service for Elisa that's in career car services, because she helped me with some stuff when a new car was delivered and we were trying to figure some stuff out with new people to deal at the dealership. So anyway, you can go on there, contact us. Just, it's super quick. Also, put a little blurb in, you know, click, 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 and you can do who you think gave you golden rule service. And did you know, I found this out later, because then I ended up telling one of them, hey, I nominated you. They were so grateful, but they said that they actually also get recognized at a meeting for it. They'll say something, they'll put the name on their board. So it's important for them too, for them to know that they're making a difference in our lives while we're out here in the field, right? And then the golden rule, be sure to, you know, I know with our children and with our friends and our families, you know, we're usually good about trying to work with the golden rule, but we really have to be careful, you know, do that and have patience with everyone around us. So when you're out, I know that we've gotten sometimes away from some things, but then also now digitally and online, it can be a challenge because we maybe are not thinking in our abundance mode, and we have to think in that clarity and that abundance mode, because the enemy wants us to think not golden rule, right? He wants us to think that there is lack and there is less and there is not enough, but that is not true. There is plenty. And if you've ever traveled, you can see there's plenty. There's plenty of people in skin. There's beautiful places, you know, to be involved in. And also we can go not only in the US, we can go international. One of my friends here today, one of our friends, Veronica, just boosted her business so she could work and do international too. So there's things that you can work on to build, but you know where it comes from is golden rule service with your customers. So now's the time to do a little summer social, you know, any sort of fun get together, an ice cream social, a celebration of your seminar, star rewards, invite the customers that helped you earn the star rewards. Any of these things can help you in showing them what they've helped you with. My customers love to see the rewards and what it means for them to be a part of that. And so now I'm calling the makeover contest, and I'm like, girl, you don't even have a choice. The guys are going to do their skincare. It's guys and girls. The guys are going to do their skincare. You're going to do, you know, your glass skin, but here's your look. And you can, you're going to earn color. You're going to do colors and cash. Who loves colors and cash? Well, hello. So that's how we're promoting it personally in our unit, is colors and cash. And I'm just encouraging everybody, you know, to show those colors, have those color sets ready, you know, to even send out and go. And also, so CDS, hopefully Mary Kay CDS is super busy with that, right? And then come with that, and you can use the Mirror Me app for it too, and that works really good. There's just so many great ways that you can promote and do your business. Now, one last thing, generations, and then I want to hear some stories, is generations of people that have worked the Mary Kay business. We have how many generations now? How many generations and how many different types? Well, I was on a call with Senior National, Dave and Mal, who, just so you know, in Sapphire, you'll be hearing from her. Anyway, she and Emerald sisters will be there too. Anyway, she said that the next generation, is it Z/A? I don't know. I'm lost now in the alphabet. I'm X, but is like they're 12 to 23. They do like to get together, but they also do like to post, share, let people know, experience, be part of something worthy, new, all of those things. They're the ones that are going to bring the revival. So our Mary Kay skincare line is perfect for that too. 12 to 23 don't need all the extras, but they think they might have. Let's get them out of Sephora, out of Ulta, out of those. Let's get them out of there. We don't need them in there. They need to be with us. They need to be with us. We are the influencers. We are the original influencers. Like Brian Rogers said, Mary Kay was the first Facebook, because she would say, book a face. Maybe National said that too. I don't know. But that is it. So, okay. Well, you guys, thank you for your attention today and time. I'd love to hear. I know some of you have been putting some of your beautiful stories in here. Congratulations, Go Give. Winners, congratulations to those of you also for seminar. And you know what? If it wasn't your bestest year, it's okay, because we have a new year and you can make it your next best year. And it's okay. Share your words for the year, share your inspirations. I'm praying for you. Love you all. Love you all. Thanks for being part of our Lunch and Learns. And please pray for each other. Pray for our leader, Jenny Enlow. And she was teasing us today. She was like, I thought I was done with this year. I wasn't going to do it, but I guess I'm going to keep doing it. I said, girl, you better do it. She said, it must be a God thing. I said, yes, it is. So let's go, girls. And I have my dream shirt on today. Us roommates sometimes get each other shirts. So this is our dream shirt. And remember that your Mary Kay had a dream. And look how many dreams have been attached to that. Look how many dreams are going to be attached to that. Obviously, I don't have my seminar nails done yet. We're all work in progress. And I go the second part. So you rubies and diamonds, go check it out and let us know. But I still like surprises, so don't tell us everything. Okay, you guys, talk to you soon. Let us know who would love to share any stories about Mary Kay. So I'm gonna turn it back to Jenny. Love y'all.
Ladies, that was incredible. It's so important that we keep our heritage and our traditions going in this company. And I don't know, I've been a little nostalgic about all that lately, about what Mary Kay did. And I know there's going to be change with times and all of that, but there's some things that can never change. We have to keep it going. Sorry if you hear the music. I feel very passionately about some of these contests. So if anybody has I do love the ones in the chat. They're awesome. Thanks for sharing. But if anyone has anything they want to say to Lynette or has something they want to share, because we got to keep that alive, right? It's important that we have that with it, especially when new people come in. They'll never I never got to meet Mary Kay. I got to stand outside her window in a storm, but they never opened it because she wasn't filmed. I was the last director group that got to travel over there. And then we didn't actually end up getting to see her. And then she passed that Thanksgiving. So there's going to be a lot of us that feel like we've met her, but we didn't. And that's what we got to keep alive. So if there's anybody that has a story or anything to share, and Sandy, I'm going to look for you. Do you got your B on today? I'm looking for your picture on my phone. Hold on. If y'all don't know, Sandy Cook was a Miss Go Give this year. However, she's wearing a bumblebee. If I can find her picture, I don't know where she's at. She was on here. Sorry, I'm on my phone, but she's going to do National Quarter Recruiting this year. Oh, yay. She's going to do National Quarter Recruiting this year.
Yes. Oh my goodness. And I have a question. I've heard that there's online seminar, but I don't see where people can register.
I don't know. I know they extended it, but I haven't been on today to see what it's under. Maybe under events. If you go to events and hit seminar. Hold on, Lynette's coming.
Okay.
Hey, Sandy.
Hi.
Hi, girl. It should be under events on In Touch on the main page.
I didn't see it.
Are you trying to look for you or someone else?
for someone else.
Okay, they have to do it.
Yeah, you won't see it because you're probably already registered.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, all right.
yeah. They have to
Wow.
do it and then just make sure she sends you the confirmation, or you can see it in your registration reports.
Okay. All right.
But it's due tomorrow. They did extend virtual because we were like, come on, you know. So it's due, today's 7/17, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, due 7/18.
So how much is it?
Okay.
So
I
how
think
much is
it's 75.
Okay, because I've got 2 new girls that just re-signed, and
Yeah.
there's no way they can get off. They're trying to get off, but there's no way they can get off to get there. And I was like,
That's okay.
well, I will see if they're doing that. So that's extended through tonight at midnight or tomorrow at midnight.
Tomorrow,
Okay.
Friday, the
Okay.
18th. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I
Okay.
know. I'm like harassing my people at this point.
Okay. Okay. No, that's cool. Thank you for sharing that. And listen, and congratulations on being Miss Go Kid. That is just absolutely fantastic. And all the ladies that have worked. But I loved your talk. I think it's great. But if your talk, because I'm not in the same division, I'm in Diamond. So sometimes we can catch things on the replay, you know what I mean? But we always learn from it. So if you can get that link and, put it in here, I would love to hear it. I mean, my link is out there somewhere. I can't get a hold of it from when I was Queen of Sales.
Oh,
And
yes.
it was like, hello, I would like a copy
know.
of that too.
Right?
Yeah.
I know.
So.
It's true. It's true. I was so blessed with that. And I think I put it in a special spot. I need to actually put it in our safe so nothing happens to it. But I have it in my little treasure box after we got the safe downstairs. But yeah, so good. And then the one thing I forgot to tell you guys too is that and Jenny's been Miss Go Give too, so we have lots
I know.
of
Congratulations to you
Yeah.
guys. This is fantastic.
I know we have quite the group in Colorado. We're from all over, but we have an awesome group. I have pizza breath now though, so no. But anyway, I also got to do something really special that year, and I'll post some pictures. But that year, Ryan, I didn't know it until I got off stage and people were telling me, but that's when they started, or I guess doing where in your name, then you would be able to be the one to have your name on the $20,000 from the company foundation that went to a shelter. Well, that shelter was nearby. It was in Pueblo. Well, anyway, then they gave that right away. Mary Kay gives the money right away. It's unrestricted. So that comes up in the spring. So when that comes up, share the link so that, people can apply for that stuff. I've had two young customers in Kansas that have died from domestic violence. One was an ex and one was a current boyfriend. One was by Great Bend, Kansas, and one was in Lawrence. And if you'll believe it or not, Jana, the one in Lawrence, she was actually a grad student studying criminal law and justice for women. And her ex went and got her.
I'm so sorry to hear that, but
I know, crazy.
we're so privileged. I think sometimes we forget how privileged we are that we have these foundations.
Yeah.
And that we get to participate. But
Yeah.
it's also our responsibility to share that with others.
Yeah.
Because they don't know. And every time I share something, it comes back. I mean, it really does, one way or the other. But we really have to share that. And I don't know if you guys know this or not. I'm sure it came across your email and you may have gotten buried, but you can pre-order and pay for the Mary Kay Foundation, the bracelets, the charms. They also have this little gift thing that you can get, which will have like the breast cancer screening things. It's got little cards. It's just a little bag of goodies that you can use to share with either your clients or somebody you run into. But you can pre-order that, so when you get to seminar, you can just go and pick it up. You've already paid for it. You're good to go, and you're going to go to the foundation's booth. And I don't know, maybe you guys know, if the foundation booth is going to be in the expo or out of the expo. You know how sometimes they put the foundation booth right inside and then right outside.
We don't know. It's all new to us this year.
It's going to be like the first seminar ever to everybody. We're going to learn.
Well, I didn't know if maybe you guys read a message that I missed. You know what I mean? You know how like you try to stay up on all the messages and whatnot. And but yeah, just you should have gotten an email from the foundation. If not, you can go to the Mary Kay Ash Foundation and pre-register. If you didn't get your bracelet last year, you can get your bracelet this year. But if you already got your bracelet, then they have the packet of the charms, or you can just get each charm. It doesn't matter, but all that money goes to the foundation. And it's absolutely fantastic that they're doing that. We thought it was great because we mentioned it the last 2 years. You're gonna be like, hey, this would be great if we could just, pay for this ahead of time and then just pick it up. And they're actually doing that this year.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I don't want to keep you guys, but just so you know, that is there, and that supports obviously the domestic violence as well as the cancer research. So,
I know.
yeah.
That's incredible. Thank you. And what I would love, if anybody is part of our Facebook group, if you wouldn't mind, if you've ever been a Go Give or been nominated, like I was Miss January. We joke. I was Miss January one year, but I didn't win like Lynette won, but I've had the honor of being around so many incredible women that have been nominated and won. And but any story you have of Mary Kay, let's do that all of July. Any of you that want to go to our Facebook group, if you have a great Mary Kay story, like some that were shared in the chat today, or were nominated for Miss Go Give, but I put it on your radar for your unit. Get with your director, if you're a consultant, and say, hey, I think this person's Miss Go Give, Miss Dedicate, whatever the awards that your unit has, speak with them and nominate your peers. And then directors definitely go and nominate every month, because I just think some things, if we don't continue to do them, they'll die off, and they're so important. So thank you all so much for being on. Does anybody else have anything to share? I don't want to miss anybody. I'm trying to look through the chat. Oh, it's called Lunch and Learns. And Sarah, and it's a picture. It's like a vintage picture of Mary Kay Ash in a red dress on the Applause magazine. That's how you'll know it's us. We had a little gap if some of you were trying to get in there for a while that we didn't.
I have a story.
Say that again.
I have a story. It's quick.
Yeah.
Jana. Sorry, y'all don't want to see my face because I was busy booking appointments and cleaning, and then I saw the time and I was like, oh, so I look like a hot mess that needs a prayer session. But I met Mary Kay when I was like 19, 20, something like that. So I was, very young and was intimidated by, a lot of people, even though I have a strong personality. But at the time, and I went to her book signing, and it was all of us standing in line and everything like that. And I just, was trying to be respectful of time. And again, shy and intimidated. And, she reached out her hand. She looked right at you like they've always said that she did. She would look at you in the eye as if nobody else is in that room. And, we talked. I mean, it wasn't just, hi, thanks for coming. I mean, she talked, and we literally had like maybe a 5-minute conversation, and she did this for every single person. And I have that picture, posted in my hallway. And, I didn't even know somebody was taking the picture. I don't even know who, but somehow I have a picture with her, Mary Kay, and it was her book signing. And she held your hand the whole time, and she kept a nice grip on it. It wasn't a rude or a hard grip. It was that polite grip that she let you know when the conversation was over. And then, but she gave that like a 5-minute conversation. So there was another time I met her at her house, a friend of mine that was in Mary Kay. I forgot how the connections were, but talk about being, again, 19, 20 years old, and you're walking into a mansion. I'd never been in a mansion in my life. And she, and there she is. And I just was like, okay, how do I act? How do I, and anybody who knows me knows I'm not shy. I was a completely different person. I just was like, hi, I don't know how you're doing. And no, she did not have the cookies out. I can't remember why we were there. I think we were like, she had to go by and pick something up or something. I don't know. I was just like, we're going into a CEO's house. I was like, you just don't do that stuff. So I think I just was in disbelief that I was, at her house. But it was very surreal, and it's left that lasting impression that, when you talk to somebody, you look them in the eye and you give them that moment, because you don't know what that person's going through. So it's definitely, yeah, it's definitely an honor now to say that I've met Mary Kay, when so many people say they've never met her.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that. I love that. Hey, Sandy, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to take a picture of yourself with that bumblebee, and I want you to post in the Lunch and Learns group. Since I'm the CEO of this little event, we're going to cheer you on every week, girl. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited to watch you earn that. I'm going to see it. Okay, so anybody else? I don't want to miss anybody. I'm looking at questions. I think we answered everybody's and got everything going. Oh, Go, 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 friend. Go, friend. I see you in that car driving. Oh, I don't hear you.
Yes,
There you
can
go.
you hear me?
Yes.
I'm like you, Jennifer. I was a Miss December in the late not I think it was like 1988, something like that. And I no, well, I don't know when that was, but my story that I really wanted to share was I did have time with Mary Kay. One time we were both on the same airplane. I've told this story on your Lunch and Learn before. And we were both on the wrong plane. I had prayed, dear Lord, put me with somebody that knows what they're doing. And a big tall man came and told me, go get on that plane. It'll get there sooner. And then a big tall man came and told Mary Kay that. So when I walked on, I saw Mary Kay. I was all dressed up. Thank you, Jesus. And she said, sit down by me, little sweetie, or something. We talked the whole time. And my other time that I really cherish is I did get to go to her house. We looked in her drawers. We looked in her closet. I might have tried on her shoes. I know we sit in her bathtub. And it was her pink house. So I got to go see that, and we went upstairs. We got to shake her hand. But the funniest thing was she said, how are you today? And I said, oh, I can't believe I did this. I said, I'm fine. And she said, no, you're great. And I knew not to say that. But anyway, that was my two really fun stories with Mary Kay.
Ooh, thank you for sharing, my sweet friend. I just adore you. And we got to keep that going. And that's why we do what we do, right? It's for changing lives.
Yes.
And our stories are important in giving women hope and faith and all the things to have a better life moving forward. So thank you all so much for joining today. Well, wait, I think it's next week. We don't have one, but the following week we do. Whatever the Thursday dates are. I didn't look before I got on here, but we have a little gap, but then we'll be back on here. I'm going to be training on that one. I have something to share with you all. Anyway, you'll be on, you'll love it. And I hope you all have for everyone traveling, for our safe travels, as everyone's kind of going different times, but we love y'all. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you guys. This has been fantastic.
Thank you.